yeah, I kind of had to die there because there's no way to get off that iceberg, really, without waiting for the iceberg to come back. I'm not willing to do that, not in this run. These little funky fellas are brat girls. Different photos appear in different points of the game, and you've seen the ratnitions earlier on, which are under Engin's command and turn vegetarian. The brat girls are under Nina's command in a sort of way, and attend the evil public school. So they're around this area of the ice prison for lols, as it were. Others that appear later on are Slappies, which are under Cortex's command, and Snooze, which are kind of unevolved Grimleys that are sort of under Brio's command. Shield of Fun. Yeah, you can still use Aku Aku to block. Is this alright? Yeah, not much else to say. Quite a lot of BT up fun bits, but this game averages out the platforming combat ratio much more than Crash of the Titans does. So you got about 50-50 each. And that I'm glad of, because this game's platforming is actually pretty good. It really averages out the ratio a bit more. Yeah, a bit of... the last one hit me. Dodging. Dodgy McDodgy. We're heading on to the last section now, before we get inside the ice prison. Yeah, not much else to say. Bit of speed issues, a bit of speeding ahead, a bit of ignoring the Magmadon, a bit of getting hit by a toilet. This part leads up to the teleporter that the Uka Mount Grimley teleporter will bring you to later on here, as you see. Other objects worth picking up in the game are those keys. They open gates and sorts. It's funny because I sort of really requested that before this game came out as well. I wanted keys and stuff that you can pick up and unlock and bring back to earlier places so you can unlock more things. Also, by the way, that's a voodoo doll. I decided to get that one just to show you guys the fact that there's a flipping voodoo doll up there. The amount of questions I get, where is the last ice voodoo doll? It's there! Use your ears! It makes me kind of angry that you're not finding that one. It was one I had no problem with. I had way more problems with some of the other ones. The Crash ones in particular. I think the last Crash one I needed was in the Frozen Coast as well, ironically. You need a rat skull for that one though. So yeah. Keys, they unlock gates and shizzle. And now we're inside the ice prison. What fun. What larks. Pip, 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 pip. Spinning is very useful because it can deflect particular bullets like that, which I use against those toilet things all the time. It's just the easiest way to defeat them. In fact, I spin quite a lot in this game. No, just go ahead, Smasms. Oh, what happened there? Well, that sucks. Anyway, one per fruit in this game do increase your health. You do have a health bar. Unlike Crash of Titans, though, you have unlimited lives, which is how games should be. Because, to be honest, the life system is very redundant now. There's no point in it. It's like some kind of remnant of the last old games where you kind of needed lives, otherwise you'd lose out on the arcade machines and you need to put more money in. There's kind of no point in them in games anymore. They've evolved from that. So the only The only bad thing you're going to do is if you lose your health bar is you're going to get put back a bit to probably last save point. So yeah. Ah, the TK is in this room. My favorite little titan sitting in the frozen hand of joy. Dingo face. So anyway, beat up this rat school, getting blasted a bit by water. And then freeze these little streams. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a good point. Whenever you can't reach a jump and you're on a Titan, you can pocket the Titan and use the jump for extra height. It gives the same extra height as a spin jump does. Of course, you can only do this when you have one Titan, because as soon as you have two, you just switch between them. It's something just worth keeping in mind. I found it useful for getting some voodoo dolls. In fact, the one to the left, just there, the crash one, is useful for that as well. So yeah, time for a bit of TK action now. It's a kind of telekinetic penguin thing that can do quite a bit. I like it. I really like this Titan. Definitely my favourite. Beyond... No, it's definitely my favourite, with the Grimly being my second favourite. Of course, it's a very long distance Titan though. It's not good for close fighting, but you can levitate things, you can pick things up, you can throw them, you can do all sorts with them. I'll just race ahead here. Yeah. I like the fact you can take up blocks from walls with this Titan as well. You can use them as kind of puzzle type step ladder thing going on, which I think is really clever. In fact, there's one point in Mount Grimly as well, you need it to get a golden wampa, the last golden wampa in the game, providing you got all of the others. So it's very useful for that and other things. In fact, there's this bit coming up here is going to be all ice wall sections. A perfect example to show you. Yeah, I screwed that one up already. And again, no, put it back, Smaz, put it back. You fool! I have to get back to the Rat School Kingdom. I think I'm going to call it a part, as it were, and move on to part 5 straight after. Yeah, bouncy bounce, punchy punch. So, yeah. What else do you guys want to know? You want to know about the banana in the tree? The banana in the tree was founded in 1929. When Sir Senor Smazington decided to eat it. Right, see you in part 5.